Snapper, good morning, what's going on? Today's Valentine's Day. I'm wearing my I Love Robin t-shirt. It's a standard for Valentine's Day. And I just did some uploads. Another 30-40 minutes or so of Snapchat Gold has been uploaded to my second YouTube channel. We've got here transcending people's opinions of you, money mindset, interpersonal trust, motivation and positivity, and the last one's it's kind of a 2-in-1. There's too many lessons in this 1 8-minute video. Expectation. Snapper, what's going on? The reason I've been quiet today and yesterday is because Robert and I are doing a juice fast. Okay, this is our collection here. Robin's got hers down here. We're just smashing the juice. In the past, I've done many fasts, many juice fasts, and we've done cleanses, we've done water fasts. This is the hardest yet. I think probably just because I've got a lot of detox symptoms, massive headache. I haven't even been able to do much work today. Beautiful sunset this afternoon. Snapchat, can you hear the music? Robert and I getting into classical piano music.
Look, I woke up in beast mode with my girl that's Beauty and the Beast dog.
Snapper, good morning, what's going on? Day 3 of the juice fast. Feeling much better this morning. Yesterday we weren't feeling bright. This morning I have a backup of question of the days from yesterday and the day before, so we'll do a machine gun. Question 1, what's my real thoughts on Valentine's Day? Valentine's Day as a thing to celebrate is fine. If you're in a relationship where you like someone, and by way of it being a particular day in February, if it cues you to then go and put more thought and effort into why you're grateful for being with someone in particular, that's a great thing. Last night, Robert and I went for a drive in Lucy around the city, around the valley, around South Bank and stuff like that, and we saw a heap of couples out at Kangaroo Point doing picnics, like hundreds of couples. So that's cool. However, if there is someone who's casting expectations on a certain day and saying, you should be getting me these roses, you should be doing this, you should be organizing that, and the person's not spontaneously inspired to do it on their own accord, and then there's a level of judgment from that, and then you judge the other person and you resent them for not doing the thing that you thought that they should have been doing, that's not healthy. If anything, that shows a lack of gratitude and respect for the partner. That's subordinating to a cultural tradition and prioritizing that over actually your partner. As a personal preference, I probably wouldn't date a girl like that. If I'm dating a girl who started a fight or did a bickering because I didn't play the sheep in her fairy tale fantasy story, I'd say bye-bye. Two questions here, I'll answer them both. First question, swing trading or day trading? I'd go day trading. Lewis Mocker method is a day trading strategy. At the moment, I'm getting my trading outsourced. That's kind of a big deal in this area of my woods anyway. I'll keep you all updated on Snapchat. I'm pretty excited about it. Nervous, excited. The second question there is, do you think people can actually have other people's interests at heart, or is it just a fantasy? Of course they can. There's people there who will put other people before them, the altruists, of course. There's a heap of people out there who value others more than they value themselves. They put others in front of them. It's called other worth. It's altruism. The opposite is narcissism. They put yourself before others. If you live your life in either of the two polarities, you're not going to have a very empowered life. If you put other people in front of you, you'll remain disempowered. If you put yourself in front of others and don't care about them, you won't have a service to provide. If you don't care about other people, can't serve them, you'll have trouble making money and you'll remain disempowered. So ideally, you want to have both. You want to be really narcissistic. You want to live like a king. You want to live like a king. You want to have the best shit that life can give you. Why would you not want that? Why would you not want the best for yourself? Be really narcissistic, but don't increase narcissism without an equal increase in your altruism. The more narcissist you are, the more shit you want for yourself. Make sure that you're ready to go and serve for it. And do the work and serve people and help people and help them get results and help them financially through employment or other means, or through creating a product or a service that serves them. But if you're lopsided, if you're over here or if you're here, you're going to be disempowered. You want both. I don't believe in this idea that you should be putting other people first. That's fucking ridiculous. You end up a disempowered fuck. Question 4, how did I go in school and at what age did I stop thinking about going to work, getting a degree, getting good grades, doing all that shit? In high school, we have a grading system, 1 through 25. OP1 means you're pretty much an academic genius. OP25 means you're pretty much retarded. I got an OP13, straight down the middle. So it wasn't bright, it wasn't completely retarded, it wasn't great though. When did I stop thinking like normal people? I had a pretty unique upbringing. It came pretty early. My dad had been out of the workforce for at least 10 years, I think, before I was born. So when I was born, I was there. And he bought property, he renovated property, he traded shares, he invested in shares. And so I learned all that. I learned that from a pretty young age. And he always had a quote. When we'd be out and about in the middle of the day when I was quite young and it'd be in the middle of the weekday or something, someone might come up to him and say, "What do you do to work? Where do you go to work?" And then he'd say every time, sort of semi-comically, "Work! It doesn't pay to go to work." So that's kind of he said that every day. I've got that sort of in my brain, right? So that come quite young. I don't know which age, but I bought my first packet of shares, Telstra shares, at 9 years old. That was 1999. I bought $500 worth of Telstra. I probably had it back then. Fucking going to work, you kidding me? Doesn't pay to go to work. Remember that quote. Say it every day. It doesn't pay to go to work. You need to find your own financial independence. You don't want to rely on a boss. And final question for today's machine gun question of the day. What's my personality type? You know how you do the quiz and you get the 4 letters that they spit out? A lot of people ask that. I personally don't buy into it. I don't buy into these filters that you can box someone into a particular category and say they're introverted or they're extroverted. It's bullshit. It depends on what they're doing. It depends on their core values, their underlying values, their experiences, their self-image, and the environment that they situate themselves in. For me, if I'm teaching, I'm an extrovert. For me, if I have to pick up a broom and clean the kitchen or cook a fucking meal, I'm an introvert. I did a cooking class in Bali recently. I was the quietest in the class. I didn't have anything to say. If I go to the in-laws and we have dinner and we're talking about football or sports or normal people stuff, I'm very quiet. I got nothing to say on the matter. So what am I, an extrovert or an introvert? It depends on my environment, depends what I'm doing. So I don't believe in the letters that you give yourself and you box yourself into one particular category. Give me any introvert and I can pull out their extrovert. That everyone has everything. Every single human has every single trait. It's just, you've got to pull it out. Confidence is a big one here as well. People think that they're not confident. Everyone has confidence, it's just in some particular area. It's not in the form that they're comparing themselves to. And I can ask a couple of questions. Give me anyone who's not confident, ask them a couple of fucking questions. I'll find out where they're confident. You can bring it to the surface. They can realize, oh, I am confident, and they change their self-image. And once they stop comparing themselves to people who are confident in one particular way, they realize that they are confident just in different areas depending on their underlying values. They can change their self-image and they can become confident people in other areas. And it's a spillover effect based on your self-image. What you continually tell yourself will become your reality. If you say, I'm not confident, I'm not confident, I'm not confident, you'll hang on to that self-image and you won't be confident. Anyway, hope you enjoyed today's machine gun question of the day. If you have any follow-up questions, fire them through. If you have any questions of the day for tomorrow, fire them through.